babies. It's your girl, where Secrets Connect, with another video. Before we get started, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tell another friend, tell your mama and them, because we live over here. So without further ado, y'all, we're in the kitchen. That's why I got my scarf on. I don't like cooking with my hair down and stuff like that, just because I just don't. I don't. So today we're going to be making Taco Tuesday mixed with a little bit of a story time. And why did I just say Taco Tuesday? It ain't even Tuesday, Sunday. But it's not Taco Tuesday. So we have this brown rice, this, and we have ground turkey. I prefer ground turkey over ground beef. That's just my preference. Y'all might be a little crooked because my tripod is doing something real weird. Who cares? So I'm about to pour something to drink. Just a little bit of this Watermelon Breeze by Tropicana. In my little Walmart cup. This is it's called what is it called? A tall boy tumbler. And it got like the silver installation in the inside, y'all. Thought it was so cute. I got me some ice in here. It's just gonna be plain Jane. I was gonna add some Tito's and stuff, but I'm hot. So when I'm hot, it's just gonna make me hotter. So just drink a little watermelon juice. So y'all, we about to get this party started. And yes, my appliances are white. Y'all, side note, I remember I had to unsubscribe from this channel. I'm not gonna say which channel it was. But I had to unsubscribe because they had made a comment saying basically like if you have white appliances, it's giving like it's not aesthetically pleasing. It's giving like Section 8 hood ghetto vibes. And I was just like, first of all, that comment is just so ignorant. So if you're ignorant when it comes to stuff like that, who knows what else you're ignorant towards or what topics. So let me just unfollow you because So I'm just like, that is just so weird. Like, first of all, I'll rent. If appliances come with the place that I'm renting with, I don't care if the stove and the refrigerator is yellow, ketchup and mustard. I don't care. Do y'all know how much expensive appliances are? Talking about some, oh, I'd rather just have stainless steel. It gives aesthetically pleasing. Child, I don't care. This came with here. It came with here. So it came with here, so we using it. Like, I'm just like, why do people be so ignorant just saying dumb stuff? That's so good. So we're going to be doing a story time. I need to get this meat started and get it browning. So y'all got on my little lounge wear. Where's my knife? My little lounge wear. So yeah, y'all. I want to sit down and talk to y'all. I want to sit down and talk to y'all. And I'm cooking the whole thing. So we got that thing rocking and rolling. Ouch! Well, shit over there. Down in the chair. This way. Alright, y'all, I'm back. So, in today's story time, and y'all see stuff on my refrigerator, I always write inspirational, like inspirational quote or song, and then a ratchet inspirational quote or song. So yeah, basically this is take me to the king up here, and down here is quick letter, I'm Mississippi pride. I know I ain't spelled Mississippi right, but it's from P-Valley. That's my own show. But in today's video, well, my last story time, I made a mention of this guy I was dating named Extra. So we're going to talk about Extra. And when I broke up with him on Sweetest. So me and Extra, I met Extra online, and y'all probably like, you just still ain't learned your lesson to stay your butt offline. I know, but it is what it is. So I had met Extra online, and Extra was cool. He was just to give you a visual. He was about 6'1". He wasn't slender, but he wasn't fat. He was kind of on a husky side, kind of stocky, dark complexion, and that's about it. That's about it. So when I had met him, mind you, I was young. So when I had met him, I gave him my address. Big red flag. Don't ever give anybody you just met your address. I don't care who it is. Don't give them your address. But we wouldn't go inside my home. We would just basically be parked outside because I lived in the projects. I was raised in the projects, y'all. But I was not a product of my environment. And that's no shade to anybody that, was. But I'm just saying I was raised in the projects. You would never know. But I was raised in the projects. And I mean the projects. Anybody that knows me knows where I stay. Anytime I would tell them where I would stay, they'd be like, "Oh, you stay over there? Oh, you..." One of those. So I stayed in the projects. So in the projects, you usually got the apartment buildings. Mine was brick buildings. So you would have the apartment complexes, and then you usually would have like a big old parking lot. You usually buy like the dumpster or something, like big old parking lot. So we had a big parking lot. So he would come over. I would parked in my car, just sit in my car because he didn't know which apartment I stayed in. And I would be face out and he would be face forward. Basically, our driver doors were matching. And we would just sit there and talk. He had a daughter. But he didn't mess with the baby mama because she was cray-cray and I didn't have nothing to worry about and blase, whatever. So just keep that in mind. Air quotes. So he had a daughter. He had, he came from a 2-parent home, but he was close with his mom. He had a sister. I think he had other siblings. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I just know his mom and his sister didn't like me. For what reason? We'll talk about that later on the road because there was no reason. So we would just talk. We would just literally just be, we would pillow talk, but we would just be sitting in the parking lot and just be talking. Nobody would bother us. Like the projects I grew up in, everybody knew us as like the family. We ain't in nothing. We ain't start nothing. You'll see us passing, going high and by. Even sometimes they would help us with our groceries and stuff. And it was just like, before it became bad, like people were literally like, we would look over each other. Like, if you see somebody outside dark, you would kind of peek out your window to make sure they made it to their car, stuff like that. So me and him, we would just sit in a car for hours talking, whether I had to go to work or not, just talking. And then we got comfortable to where we would just sit outside of our cars and talking. And, just going through the likes, dislikes, what's your favorite this, what's your favorite food, color, what type of job you do. So he worked with cars, like he was a mechanic. He worked in the actual garage, and he was also part of a car club. So I thought that was real cool because I'm interested in cars. Like fun fact about me, I love NASCARs. I like old school cars, newer cars. I'm pretty good with cars. If somebody put on a car without even seeing the emblem, I can name that car. So it's like I'm big into cars, especially like vintage cars. Like sometimes I think on Sundays, or I don't know, they used to be back in the day, but I would watch the channel where they would be showing like antique cars and stuff like that. Like I just think it's cool. Like hot rods, cool, awesome, amazing. So I just thought that was cool that he was, part of a car club, and we would just talk. And finally, my mom was like, okay, we don't live in the best area. I would prefer y'all just come inside. 'Cause my mom wasn't big on dudes. Like, she knew I would date guys, whatever, but she wasn't fond of, bringing new people to the house, which I understand. That's just safety measures. So she was just like, I would feel more comfortable if y'all come to the house, whatever, just come to the house. So then we move on to the house. So he ended up meeting my mom, or, meet my brother, because it was me, my mom, my brother. And times that my nana would come over, he met my nana. And he kind of met them by default because it was just basically a safety default measure. So my mom thought he was cool and stuff, and she just like, we talking. She like, so what he about? And I'm the type of person, I'm snooping. I don't care what you say. It's probably gonna be somebody be like, that's the insecurity. You're insecure about yourself. Okay. You're insecure about yourself. No, you need to know who you're dating, whether if you met them in person or online. You need to know what they're dating. I knew his government name. I knew where his mama lived at. I knew his mom's government name, his sister's government name, previous addresses. I knew if he got in trouble or not. He didn't have a record, only like speeding tickets, but clearly he's in a car. He's in a car club. I'm not saying that comes with being in a car club, but it's expected. So it's like, yeah, I looked on social media and stuff like that, and did a little snooping. Now they do say when you do some snooping, you probably might find something, which I ended up finding something later on in the story. So me and him, we were cool. Like we were establishing friendship. Like even before we became an item, we were establishing friendships. We would go out on dates, lunch dates. We would go to like sports bars, stuff like that, just fun stuff. So when I met him, I was like 19, about to turn 20. So we was just kicking it, shooting the breeze, just stuff like that. And, sometimes we would go to the lake. And where I stayed at, we had a laundry, but nobody went into that building because it was just creepy. So he would meet me, like, when he got off work, meet me at the laundromat. He's helping me wash my clothes. He put my dirty drawers in there. I'm just like, oh. Stuff that you would think, like, maybe a significant other, like, years down. This dude, he helped me put my dirty drawers in the washer, folding clothes, helped me, haul my clothes in and out the house. Like, he was doing stuff, and he was like, he courted me. Like, and when I mean courted, he opened the door. He, closed the door and made sure I walked in the inside, not outside by the street. He paid when we went to the movies and stuff like that, out to eat, out to dinner. Like, he did stuff like that, so there was no red flags. I even met his daughter on a few occasions. We didn't go nowhere with his kid because I'm just the type of person, I don't like to go out and do activities with people's kids when it's too fresh, because I just feel like it's too fresh. I need to still get to know you, and I don't want problems with your baby mama. Whatever. So we dating. Boom, a year passed. We still on good terms. We dating. He introduced me to his car club family, and they just like, oh, she cute, okay, I see you done moved up the ladder. She's the cutest one you ever brought around us. I was like, oh, that was bad shade. But whatever. So, I met his friends, because they were basically not just a car club, they were actually friends. They hung out, they were real close with each other's families and stuff. And Jack A even ended up dating one of his friends, but she didn't like his friend because she felt like he was just a softie, because she liked it for dudes to be like on some Ike Turner type stuff. And I'm not trying to be funny. If y'all seen the last video, then y'all know. So that didn't last. But even after that, like, that didn't have nothing to do with our relationship, because, his homeboy was a little hurt because he was kind of feeling Jack A. But then he just like, she wants me to be this hardcore rugged person. That's just not me. And I understood him. Like, I told him, I said, I think you're a nice guy. The counters that we've been around you, I've never had an issue with you. Just sometimes people, you're not everybody's, cup of tea, whatever. So me and Extra, we're dating. I'm about to turn 21. Extra, he took me out for my 21st birthday. It was me and a friend of Jack A's, which we're gonna call her Variety Pack. So Variety Pack, and I only said it because I'm looking Variety Pack, she was cool, but she showed her true colors because she acted like Tony from my other video. She wanted a lot of attention, and she tried to hit up on Extra, and Extra was like, nah, I'm cool. Like, Extra put his foot down. That's what I liked about him during that situation, because he put his foot down, and he was just like, we taking homegirl home. And y'all, he ended up telling me later on the next day, because for my birthday, y'all, I got so twisted. Like, I was turning 21. Of course, like, I want to say this was during the time when Ciroc became a big thing. I'm just drinking. He just like, Ciroc. What we drinking on? Ciroc. And he was buying both of us shots, but he just was like, Ciroc. And we was at Scorchers. If you know what Scorchers is, it's basically a bar, like a food bar, like a BW3's type situation. And we was just drinking on Ciroc. Y'all, I got so twisted, I don't even remember. Like, I was hurling. He was the designated driver. He wasn't drinking because he was responsible. That's one thing I can say. He was responsible. And my mom was like, you better bring my baby home in one piece, and I ain't playing. I'm coming to look for you. But, you know, he brought me home. And, yeah, we was just kicking it. Even after that, he took me to, like, a birthday dinner. We went to this nice place. And I even remember I ended up having this birthday cake type of drink. It was so cute. And even during this time, I'm still not seeing any red flags. And in my mind, my spidey senses are tingling, but I'm not sure why they're tingling, because I'm like, there's no red flags. He's not lying about anything. When he say he's here or kicking it with such and such, he's really kicking it with such and such. You know, there would have been times that he invited me places, but I couldn't because of my work schedule or school schedule. So it's just like my spidey senses are tingling, but I don't know why. So here we are. We 2 years strong. I mean, we're doing good. I want to say a little bit, because what is it? Sweetest Day is in like September, October-ish. Whenever Sweetest Day is, I'm still 21, so I'm about to turn 22 soon. So, mind you, I haven't had any issues with his baby mama. Never met her. Seen photos of her. Never met her. And even before Sweetest Day, I take that back. I want to say, hold on, y'all. Stuck on here. Hold on, y'all. So I want to say 3 months before Sweetest Day. 3 months. He did make some slight changes. And when I mean slight changes, it's you're always busy. So it went from you being available, inviting me to places. I'm, you know, sometimes going or sometimes declining. And because I just can't go. Work related. School. I'm not about to miss out on no money or my school education because you want to kick it. He understood that. So I'm not going to say that's what caused him to rebel. But it seems like that kind of is because I guess I wasn't readily available for him. So I noticed like he's starting to act up, and Sweetest Day is like about 2 or 3 months away, and I'm noticing sometimes you're not answering your phone, and when you get back to me, it's like I'm not one of those hounds. Like I'm not going to hound dog you. If I call you at 6 o'clock and you don't answer, you better call me back at 6:01. No, it's just like, if you don't call me back within an hour or two, and you usually do, like your habit is to call me within at least an hour or two just to make sure, ayo, I'm good, you know, because I'm just that type of person. I don't care where you at, what you doing, as long as you ain't being disrespectful, but I do care about people's safety. Like, I'm not just this, just this hardened Medusa type, like, figure person. So I was noticing that. Then I'm noticing that you're hanging around like new people along with, those people, but I haven't met these new people. It was just his behaviors were changing. And I'm just like, your spider senses are really singing like they're turned up. They're like, the heat is on high right now. At first it was on low, now it's on high. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. So me, I'm the type of person, I like to get stuff in advance. So I was like getting his stuff in advance, probably like 3 weeks in advance. So I'm getting, what did I get him for Sweetest Day? I got him his favorite candy. I had got him a Nike sweatsuit. And if y'all know, Nike sweatsuits they're not cheap. And matter of fact, I had got his Nike sweatsuit and his shoes. I got him some ACG boots from the Villa. Now, I don't know if other places or if it's just an Ohio thing, but we had a place called the Villa. A lot of them are closed down now. It's kind of like the City Blue, Lady Blue, like on that type. It's like Urban Gear, whatever. So I had got him, what was it, all black or all gray? I think it was like an all black hoodie and sweatpants. Y'all know those come separately. Nike jogging suit. And I got him some all black ACG boots. Mind you, homeboy wears like a size 13, 14. So you already know what type of money I'm banking out. And he's like 6'1" and husky. So that means I'm getting you like a 2 or 3X. Y'all know the bigger the size, the bigger the price you're gonna have to spend out your pocket. So I'm in there. They like, okay, I see you. Oh, I done flicked off whatever. I done flicked off my little Hello Kitty thing. So they're like, okay, I see you. You must be getting ready for your little boothie. I'm like, yeah. And the one dude that helped me then he was like, man, if you was my girl, I would have been happy. Because a lot of these girls that's coming in here, they not even getting even a third of this. They probably getting a hat and a t-shirt, which, Whatever your pockets can give. I'm not judging the next person. If I could have only afforded a hat and a t-shirt at that time, that's what he would have got. Because I got to X that before. It was like, here you go. So he was, just gassing me up. I'm up there paying like, I'm on my way to the, what I went to either CVS or Dollar Tree and got a little card and a little teddy bear. I'm just like, got a little gift bag. I'm up there listening to my song. I'm like, it was about to be a good Valentine's Day. Sweetest Day. I just know it. Because I just know it. I'm like, we about to have a good day. We about to have a good night. Sorry, not too much information, but, we about to have a good night. Just thirsty, happy. So I'm getting stuff ready, whatever. Sweetest Day come up. All I know is I get a text talking about I'm not going to be able to hang with you today. We're going to have to hang, out tomorrow because something came up with my daughter. Now, if you would have said all of that without the daughter word, then I would have been like, okay, you playing, you tried it. But when he said his daughter, even though I'm not a parent, I could still be, show empathy and understand like, hey, if something comes up with his daughter, which it has in the past. So I was just like, I understand, just let me know if there's anything I can do, just being empathetic, even if there's nothing I can't do, still offering that hand. Hey, if there's anything I can do, just let me know. Even if you just need somebody to talk to, I say, hey, I hope everything's okay. Because I think he was saying something like his daughter was sick. I was like, I hope she feels better, whatever. In my mind, because I got this shoulder that's just like, girl, there's something wrong with his daughter. Okay. You going to spend time. You going to be able to do what you need to do. On this side, it's like, girl, he's trying to play you. Go check on that Instagram. So I'm still trying to feed off into this one like, girl, he just, his daughter's sick. It ain't nothing to it. But this side is speaking louder like, girl, go do what you need to do because he think you boo-boo the fool. You ain't boo-boo the fool. Make sure you don't toss out that receipt because I got a feeling you're going to have to return some things. So, of course, the scorpion in me, I'm just going to blame it on that because I have nothing else to blame it on. The scorpion in me was like, I am reptile, hear me roar. And I'm just like, we're going to Instagram. We're going to Instagram. His page was private, but I was his friend, so obviously I can see his page. So I go to his page first. There's nothing there. So I'm just like, this side is just like, I told you so. This side is like, girl, go deep like you work for the IRS, the FBI. So I'm just like, my spidey sense is just like, okay, where do we start? Friends list. I'm looking at each friends, and I'm remember because I'm good with names. Sometimes I can be good with names, sometimes I can be good with faces, but I'm just like, okay, if we're not good with names, y'all know how little that little circle is on Instagram when it shows a picture. So I'm like this on my phone, scrolling, looking at pictures, like, okay, that's such and such. That's such and such. That's the dude that was dating Jack A. And I'm just clicking on everybody's thing, and everybody's thing is private. Because I'm not the type of person, I don't like adding homeboys, homegirls. You don't need to be my friend, because when stuff goes sour, you're going to be trying to play. And I don't got time for that. So I end up clicking on one of the friends, and we just gonna call him Watermelon. So Watermelon, his page wasn't private because he was a little thotty. So he always welcomed all the little other thotlets, and he just always kept his page not private. So I'm like, boom, cha-ching, cha-ching, let me hear that money ring. We're in here. So I'm looking, and I noticed like a lot of them were close with each other. So I'm like, I know one of them got to be following his baby mama, his mama's sister, whatever. So I look at his friends list. I'm looking. Mind you, I've seen a picture of this girl before. So I remember what her features were. Light skin, that's all I'm going to say. Because I'm not here to woman bash. So I'm looking. Come across her page. Boom. Her name, I don't really particularly remember her name, but I seen her picture. And then I knew for sure it was her because I seen a picture of the daughter. Unless it's like a family member, nobody's going to have somebody else's kid plastered all over their social network. So I knew it was her. But before I could even look at the first page, I'm just searching. I'm like, okay, this is her. Go back to the first, whatever. It was like a couple hours ago. She done got gifts. She didn't uploaded it. She got a card saying, Happy Valentine's Day. I love being with you. I want to make this work with our family and stuff. When I tell you, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. When I did see that, I was hurt. Because I had invested time. I don't care what anybody say. If it's 15 minutes to 15 years. When you invest time, you're going to feel some type of way. That's why sometimes I can understand when people stay in situations, which means it's not good. It's not always good if you stay in a situation because you invested time. Because some people be scared to restart over. But I can understand why people sometimes stay because they invested the time. Like, time, you can't get time back. But I don't condone that because if somebody's a dog, regardless if there's time invested, just leave. So I'm seeing the videos of her showing her stuff. He done got her, whatever. What is it, perfume? I don't remember. He had got her stuff and balloons, cars, and it says it's from him. So I'm just like, wow. So I told my mom, she on whatever type of time. She just like, he a dog, he trash, you deserve better. Don't let that get you down. You're not gonna be on that. We're not about to go through that. Cause I was still young. I was going through that phase where breakups really affected me. I'd be up here listening to God send me an angel from the heavens above. Send me an angel to heal my broken heart for being in love. That's that Amanda Perez, y'all. So I would be listening to that and just on an emotional roller coaster for real. And my mom was like, snap out of it. Like, girl, snap out of it. You know who you are. Look at yourself in the mirror. You deserve better. Whatever. It's time to speed it up. So I'm just like, I'm just going to give him, I'm going to give him a chance to, redeem himself. Mind you, I'm still young because if it was me today, I would have been like, dude, you're over with. Finito, whatever. So, hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting a call. Alright, I'm back. So, I'm just like, I'm going to give him a chance to explain himself, blah, 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 blah. Still trying to justify that he's a dog. So, next day, he come over like clockwork, like he said. I'm like, so how was your daughter? How's she doing? Oh, she's fine, whatever. She was just not feeling good. I had to take over my mom's house and I just spent time with her, just feeding an extensive lie. I mean, the lie was good. Like, I can't even remember it all. Like, I can't even recall it all, but it was very believing. Very. So, y'all probably ought to be like, you so stupid. We ended up exchanging gifts. He had bought me a Pandora bracelet with a whole bunch of charms. And, yeah, because basically it was like, he had still gave me a gift because he was like, this is going to be like an early birthday gift / sweetest day gift, whatever. Even though they say sweetest day is for the dudes, he still got me a gift / birthday gift, a Pandora bracelet. So I gave him his stuff. He like, oh, okay, hype me up. All right, babe, I see you. This is the best gift I ever got. He then took his shoes off, his work shoes. He didn't put on the shoes I didn't got. He like, okay. And I'm just like, in my mind, I'm hurt. Like, I don't know. It's like I'm stuck. I'm still going with the flow, but don't know what to do. Like, I know what to do, but it's just like, I don't want to be confrontational. And I'm just like, And he could tell that my aura was kind of off. So he like, yeah, well, I'm about to go get cleaned up. Then I'm going to come back up and swoop you. And we about to go kick it. And we just about to go have a fun day, fun night, whatever. We about to do this, do that. We about to go out to eat, maybe go to the movies, go to the hotel, whatever. It was a whole extravagant night planned, mind you, whatever. So my mom, she in the back room, she in her room, because we lived in a 3-bedroom apartment. So she didn't hear the whole conversation. I didn't even know she was standing in the hallway. He about to leave. He leaving. He walking up the walkway, whatever. She come out. She like, I know you didn't just get that food that gift. That gift. I'm like, Ma, I just, I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm just taking L. She was like, hold on, y'all. She was like, I know you didn't get that food that gift. I'm like, I'm just gonna take an L on it, whatever. She like, oh, hell no. Go get the gift or I'm gonna go get the gift for you. So my mom like, I know I need to go get the gift because if my mom go get the gift, she gonna be on some type of whoop that trick, on some hustle and flow type stuff. So I'm just like, whatever. So I call him, I'm like, where you at? He's on, what street is that? Because y'all not familiar, so it's not, kind of pointless. He's basically a block from where I live at. I'm like, I'm about to come meet you. I'm like, I need you to stop. I'm about to come meet you. Pulled up. I left the Pandora bracelet at home. That's my gift. I deserved it. Those 2 years that we was together, I deserved that bracelet. I left the bracelet at home. I pulled up to him. He didn't pull it off. You know, he right there to see. He's like, what's up? You good? I'm like, I need everything in that bag back. I said, you can keep those shoes because they was actually on clearance. And I got them for a good, cheap price. You can keep the shoes because you already didn't wear them outside the house and they didn't already travel. You can keep them. But I said, I need that bag back. He like, what you on for real? He reaching for the bag, you know, like, okay, well, what's good? I said, first of all, you are lying, cheating, scandalous. I called him out his name. It wasn't right, but I did call him out his name. And I'm just like, you didn't think I was going to know? He like, no, what are you talking about? He's like, what are you tripping about now? Like, you tripping. I'm like, dude, your baby mama, her Instagram is public. If you're going to do some dirt, you might want to tell her to switch it to private so people can't see. I said, I seen the gifts. I seen the balloons. I seen the card, and you can't say it was from you because it was in your chicken scratch handwriting with your name at the bottom. Talking about some, I love you. I want to get my family together. I said, the fact that you had to lie on your daughter, I said, all you had to do is keep it real with me. If you didn't want to be with me, if you just felt like this wasn't working, I told you from the jump. Anytime you feel like you're getting bored with me or this is just not something you want to do, let me know and let me go. Like, we're not going to keep forcing the situation. But I said, the fact that you're up here having relations with me, relations, and if y'all know what I mean, relations, sexual education, if you're having that with me and then you're up here having that with your baby mama, I said, you're trifling, you're disgusting. I was like, you better hope when I go make my doctor's appointment I don't have anything, or we really gonna have a big problem, which I ain't have anything. I went to go check. Y'all, go get your checkups. But I told him, I said, you're trifling. I said, you up here double dipping and you telling me you love me and this and that, and you telling her you love her, this and that. And I said, you're trifling. I said, you just up here lying for what reason? I said, for real, I wish I would have met such and such old boy that was talking to Jack A, because it seemed like he was a good catch, because it just seemed like you just a dog. I said, first of all, when I met you, homeboy, I didn't mean, like, it was just so much built anger. I was like, dude, when I met you, like, you had no sense of fashion. I'm not saying I'm the fashionist person, like, on earth, but I was like, you know, I kind of got you together. Like, you wasn't all the way up to par. I would tell you, like, hey, you know, I like for my dude to look nice. Like, we would have conversations. Like, I'm not trying to bash anybody. Hold on, is this still recording? Yeah, it's still recording. I'm not trying to bash anybody, but I'm the type of person, I'm not going to talk down to anybody. I would hope somebody tell me, hey, babe, you looking a little off today. I don't want to see you in them jogging pants today. I want to see you in something cute. Show a little cleavage. Do what you need to do. Tell me that. I want an open relationship where we can be honest like that. I was honest with him. I remember he used to always come and see me, and he had like these special pair of jeans that he always wear, and I had to tell him, I said, babe, I'm tired of seeing those. But I said in a joke, man, he like, what you mean? These my work jeans. I said, babe, every time I see you, I don't want to see you coming from work, whatever. Go home, wash your body, come and see me, and get nicer clothes. And after we had that conversation, he would come see me in a variety of clothes, but it took me to say, babe, I don't want to keep seeing you looking like this. I don't want to see what your homeboys see, that they're okay with that. No. So it was just like, dude, I kind of got you up to par because I'm letting you know what a girl wants, what a girl needs, and stuff like that. So it was just like, dude, you got the nerve. You really got the nerve. So what did I do? I took back my gift. Katie and all. He kept those shoes. Little did he know, even though those shoes was $150 retail, I got them on sale for like $40. So yeah, I took the L on them $40. That's fine, because homeboy at Villa let me use his his little store discount anyway. Okay. The next day after that happened, mind you, this is Sweetest day. The day after, the same people that was there to help me pick out stuff and check me out was there. I was like, oh. It was basically the walk of shame. You ever did something you wasn't supposed to, or then came in late looking like who done it, or why you got to do the walk of shame in front of your friends and family. They just like, just look at you. Just look at you. I walked in, they just laughing and shaking your head. The dude seen all over my face. He said, homeboy ain't act right, did he? I said, nope, and I'm here with receipt in hand. They was like, dang, you like really? You took his stuff and brought it back. I said, yeah. I said, I let him keep them $40 shoes that was on clearance. So I said, this little $100 outfit, this little right here, it gotta come back. The girl was like, honey, I know that's right. I would have did the same thing. The dudes in the back was like, dude, you ruthless. Like, you really took that man's stuff and brought it back. I said, what do I look like finding out the day of Sweetest Day that I've been being cheated on for majority, if not all, of the time that we've been spending together with his baby mama on Sweetest Day? Yeah, I kept my gift and returned his back. The dude was like, oh gosh. I said, yeah, that's how it goes. This was a Sweetest Day / birthday gift, and I kept it and did. And the girl gave me a high five and did, and not ashamed to it. I still got it this day. I don't wear it though, because every time I look at it, it makes me angry. But yeah, and I'm just telling this story to tell y'all, look at the red flags. If a dude at the beginning swear up and down that I don't mess with my baby mama, she a pocket chaser. All she do is count my pockets and make me pay child support and this and that, or I can't stand that bleep. Or blah blah blah. Or you got the other ones to be like, oh, me and my baby mama, we cool, we the bestest friends, we don't ever got no problems, we very we on the same level, we got an understanding, it's just we got a kid, so I take care of my kid, and I don't care. They still have some type of relationship with that person. I don't care. Now, I might be somebody that go in my comment and be like, well, I don't. I'm going off experience and stuff I've heard, been around, whether it's somebody younger than me, my age, or older than me. Family members, friends, foe, neighbors, whatever. I've always heard stuff about people still dipping and dabbing because that's guaranteed buns. That's guaranteed buns. Regardless if you drunken nights where you feeling all up in your feelings or something, or that is guaranteed buns, and you can't tell me no different. I'm sorry. It's guaranteed buns. Guaranteed. No strings attached. Y'all got a kid together. Y'all know each other's likes, dislikes, wants, what turns you on, what turns you off. Buns. Guaranteed. Satisfaction guaranteed. I don't care. That's why now, honestly, it really doesn't go past conversation when somebody tell me that they have a kid. Because it's just like, in my mind, I think about extra. Remember extra? Because it's just like, I just can't. I really can't. Really can't. So, y'all, extra really had me messed up. Really had me messed up. Homeboy thought he was like, keep that gift. My mom was like, you better go get that gift and that receipt. Turned it back the next day. Y'all, comment down below if you ever had a situation like that. Like, have you ever found out that you was cheating? Got cheated on? Did you stay? Did you leave? Was it during like a specific, type of holiday, Valentine's Day, Sweetest Day? And that's crazy because I want to say before the worldly situation happened, my mom had seen him in the grocery store, and he was like, how's your daughter? And tell her I've been thinking about her heavy. Mind you, this man is married. He ended up marrying the baby mama, y'all. He married the baby mama that he cheated on me with. He married her. You're married. You didn't see my mom in the grocery store talking about something. Tell your daughter I'm still thinking about her. I hope she's doing good. Hopefully we could, be friends. Then this dude, they gave my mama his number and was like, pass this on to your daughter. My mom already knew what was up. Y'all, my mama threw that number away so fast. She did tell me that she seen him and was like, girl, he gave me his number to give to you, and girl, I threw that away so fast. I was like, thank you. Because they ain't nothing but the devil. Sir, you cheated on me, and you gone years later saying, oh, maybe she done forgot, let bygones be bygones, let's start over. Because, dudes like to creep they little selves back into a situation. Years can go by. Oh, hey, stranger, this, and that. Oh, here go my number. And you think y'all gonna be talking. Then, boom, here y'all go. Screwing around again. No, sir. No. I'm like, you still a dog. You married. And still a dog. That's why I'm just like, even after that, because that's not the only situation, but I'm just like, these married men don't be caring. Not saying all, but a lot of them, they don't be caring. That little ring band Ain't nothing but a piece of accessory to them, because they still be out in these streets doing what they want to do with who they want to do. You know? Hold on, y'all. Hey, Mom. Girl, I'm doing a story time, and you got me up here answering the phone. Y'all see her? What's up? She said, hey, YouTubers. Hey, family. Don't mind if I do. I'll take a, y'all, don't laugh at me. I'll take a peanut, girl, ain't no shame in my game. I want a peanut butter parfait with extra peanuts. All right, thank you, girl. No, that's all. All right, bye. Y'all ain't no shame in my game. I'm having a little treat, peanut butter parfait from BQ. Better get you one of these. But yeah, just a dog. And I'm just like, that's why when people ask me, do you want to get married? Do you want to have kids? Like, I know for sure I don't want to have kids. I told y'all that in my last video. I used to have a grain in me that used to be like, there's still some hope, you know. I want to be Cinderella, find my Prince Charming. I want to get married, wear a big old poofy fitted dress with the long sleeves, the satin with the little cute little veil, and boom, bada bang. That grain of salt has withered away. It has withered. Like, it has. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, y'all, but society today, not everybody, not y'all, of course not y'all, but society today want everybody to think that it's okay to be in multiple relationships at once, having, you know, special encounters with more than one people at a time, having poly relationships. Now, I don't knock anybody's hustle. If you're into that stuff, hey, you do you. But me, I don't like to share. I don't like to share my food. Well, if I made a lot of stuff, I'm going to share. But food and buns, like, and I'm only saying buns because I don't know of another word. I don't like to share straws. How about that? I don't like to share straws. I don't. Now, some people might say, well, you don't know if you're sharing a straw unless you find out, like, you know, like you did in this situation. Yeah, you really never know. Do you have to give a person the benefit of the doubt? Yeah, you have to basically put trust in the person that, hey, they're not out here slinging straws everywhere. But me, I don't like to share straws. Me, I can never be in a poly anything because I don't like to share straws. I don't want to get married because I know I just don't. So it's just like, y'all, after that situation with Extra, it definitely where I would, you know, he was breaking my guard down. That wall was just breaking down. I was just like willingly letting him break down the barrier because I was willing to share myself with someone and be vulnerable with someone. But it's just like now, trying to get to me is like trying to get through Fort Knox. Basically, I'm a government building where you're not getting nowhere close near. Inside, we doing scans, metal detectors. We make you run obstacles. You're not getting through to me. You're not. I'm sorry. And people might be like, well, you can't blame other people for somebody's mishap. Yeah, that's true and all, but it's definitely harder for me to, you know, put my barrier down because you played me. Like, I'm the most coolest person you'll ever meet. Any guy I've ever dated, regardless if we left on bad terms or good terms, any person, if we have somebody in common that we know, they will always say, that person speaks highly of you. They said you wasn't on drama. You was mean as hell. You mean, which I know I could be mean sometimes. I could be a handful mean, but you're a good person. You're willing to help people, give your last, and you're faithful and honest. I'm the most honest person. I let people know at the beginning, if I'm dating you, I will let you know. I will give you a verbal warning to say, hey, I don't like this. I like this. I want you to do this to me. Don't do that to me. I let you know. I'm not going to say up here, be like, well, you got to go through all this to no, I let you know up front. This is what I like and this is what I don't like. And if you do this, this, and that, those are non-negotiables. We can't come back from that. If you cheat on me, we can't come back from that. If I find out you out here doing some stuff you ain't supposed to be doing, we can't come back from that. No, there's no second chance, third chance. At all of our big grown ages, we know right from wrong. We know what to do and what not to do. We know what can be hurtful to somebody, what can't be hurtful. We know all the do's and don'ts. Now, we don't know everything in the world because everybody don't know everything, clearly. But we know the basic principles. So it's just like you know what you're doing. Especially if you're doing it, whether it's intentionally, unintentionally, you know what you're doing. So, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if the next person may have to go through hot water and hell. But blame the bad batch of apples before you that kept playing with me. See, I'm not gonna get crazy. See, dudes, some dudes like girls that's crazy. Oh, she crazy. I like her. That turned me on. No, I'm not crazy. I might be mean as hell. You might be like, oh, she got attitude problems. She speak her mind sometimes when it ain't needed. But I don't. I'm not the type of female that like to play the crazy game. Because first of all, I'm not crazy. I'm very, intellectual. We could talk about politics, or we could talk about street politics. Like, we could talk about, this, that, and that, hood ghetto stuff. We can talk about the president, all of that. And everything in the middle. Like, I have a very, variety of topics I can talk about. Like, you can talk to me, you can't talk at me, you can't talk over my head. Because I peep game. Like, now it didn't took me, a longer time because when I was younger, I was vulnerable, I was naive, I was gullible. I thought maybe, everybody had good in them. Now, people can have good in them, but just like that good, they can have bad. So it's just like I thought everybody just was so good and only had a little bit of bad. But it's just like nowadays, I'm just so zoned in and focused on myself and what I want as a person. And I'm not willing to compromise that. I'm sorry. If I'm going to be single, don't get me wrong, I date, a little datey date. I talk and text, whatever. But you're not going to get to me on a personal level if I'm not feeling those vibes from you. That means you ain't getting these buns. I ain't touching your straw. None of that. Like, I'm at this level where I want more than that, what Marvin Gaye was saying, that healing. I want more than that. Like, when you grow older, because I know, like, my analytics tell me that the age difference. I have younger people and older people. So it's like when you're younger, I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger, I wanted to, hey, just doing it, hey. When you get older, it's more to life than that, and it's just like, if all bases ain't checked, you just be like, I'm not trying to A. I got other things I could be doing than A with you. No, if you can't check this box, at least that box, at least the bare minimums, then we can't A and do nothing. And that's the point where I'm at. Being 31 years old, I realize there's more to life than just out here playing. Like, yeah, it's fun when you're old, you're younger, because you got to get that out of your system. Some people can be in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and might not have it out of their system, but I'm talking about me as a person where I'm at. I got it out of my system, so it's like, now I just want to cool it. Like, I just want to chill. Like, can we just kick it? Where the Tito's? Where the Heineken at? Let's watch the Super Bowl. Like, let's watch the Antique Roadshow. Let's watch Storage Wars. Yep. I like watching stuff like that. Like, I'm quirky like that. I love watching stuff like that. You want to be on some hood stuff? Let's watch Power. Let's watch BMF. If you want to be on something very intellectual, let's watch House. Let's watch ER. Let's watch different, fictional, non-fictional stuff. Like, I'm down for stuff like that. You want to kick it? Let's go to the beach. Let's go to Top Golf. Let's go to Dave and Buster's. I don't want to always go to the bar or go to the club. I'm 31. I don't have no more twerk in me. I really don't. I'm posted up. Posted up on the wall like a mailbox. Posted. Like, when you just get older, well, me as an older person, I'm not that older, but in my age range, just certain stuff don't turn me on no more. So when dudes be like, yeah, I be posted up in the club, I be party promoting, and in my mind, I be like, sir, I went to college a year earlier than I was supposed to go. Or some people might say it's on time because I started school late when I was younger because my birthday's in November. But either or, I still graduated high school earlier. Instead of going to high school in 4 years, I graduated in 3 because I I just went to an honor school. That's what I'm going to say. I went to an honor school that you basically cram everything in 4 years into 3 years. I graduated 3 years earlier. So that extra year that I probably needed for maturity, I was on the University of such and such. We ain't going to say that either. But I was in the university kicking it with adults. Sir, I was 16, 17 in college kicking it in the bars and the clubs. Because during that time when I went to school, all you needed was a college ID. And I'm going to tell the story of that to y'all. All I needed was my college ID. They give me a wristband. I could drink in the club. I'm saying I did because I don't condone underage drinking. But I was in the club partying with grown folks. Partying like, sir, you trying to do that? So I've been doing that since I was like 16, 17. Getting it in, like kicking it. Like partying. Like, y'all seen Project X? I think that's that movie with them 3 boys and they had that, them high school boys and they had that party. Partying like rock stars. All-nighters partying. Chug, chug, chug. Partying. Partying. I ain't gonna say none of them because some of those stories I would take to my deathbed. Or to the grave. But partying. Sir, I'm not trying to do that now I'm 31. Sir. Sir, do you know in my purse I have to carry Tums with me because I always get heartburn if I feel the slightest spice? No. No, sir. I don't want to be in my 30s and 40s trying to turn up still. Don't get me wrong, I might get a little drink here and there, but I be at home cooling it, kicking it. Kicking it. At home. Because where I got to go from upstairs to downstairs to upstairs. All I got to do is walk carefully and safely to my bed. No. But I might tell y'all maybe a story or two from my college years. You know, just the experience of being young and going to college. Young and whew. Woo! But yeah, y'all, this is my story time. I'm still cooking this ground turkey. Hopefully I ain't burned it because I done lost track of time. But I hope y'all enjoyed the story time. Don't let nobody play y'all. Yeah, don't let nobody play y'all. Don't. Y'all can get them the middle finger and tell them, screw you and who you came with. Don't let nobody play y'all. But love y'all, family. Hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!